If we make an open attack on them, they'll wipe the floor with us. They must be making spank on that big boat that Curly led you to. So we gotta use our heads. Or rather, one head. Your head. I'm asking you to destroy that spank factory as a personal favor to me, Salvatore Leone. If you do this for me, you will be a made man. Anything you want.
Yes, yes, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to my peoples and my guys, look alive, look alive. It's your boy, Act Reacher, Judge Galvatron presiding. You may all be seated. Y'all, all my witnesses and jury. Got my boys, Jay Steele's in the building with me, prosecuting. Just came off of a whole weekend of fights. Didn't get to talk about not one of them yet. So I kind of wanted to go over it real quick and see what we come up with. Steels, what's going on, man?
And y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated R fella. Back for another edition of Afternoon Court, you know what I mean, with Judge Galvatron, aka Act Reacher 45. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Y'all know what it is. Don't forget, next week we got the weigh-in between Moni the God versus Killer King Furious, you know what I mean? The first rap battle, hashtag Chamber of Truth. We're having a weigh-in, you know what I mean, face to face. You know what I mean? Might even hear some rhymes, you know what I mean? But the official battle will be going down December the 12th, Saturday, December the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. You know what I mean? Roughly after the Anthony Joshua Pulev fight. So it is what it is. Moni the God versus Killer King Furious. You know what I mean? 3 rounds of rap battling is going down on the War Report. Make sure y'all subscribe to the R fella.
My man, so yeah, y'all look out for that coming soon. Um, so what you think about? Well, I guess let's start with Gabe Rosado and Danny Jacobs.
Mm.
What'd you think of that fight?
Um, I thought it was that if anything was a robbery, if we saw a robbery this weekend, um, I would say that would probably be the closest thing to the definition of a robbery. Um, it was definitely the closest thing to an upset, and
Oh, so you had Gabe Rosado winning.
I had Gabe Rosado winning the fight. Yeah, definitely. Um, I felt he won the fight. I felt he did enough to win the fight. His jab was the underlying factor. Jacobs definitely was lackluster. I was surprised that Gabe Rosado was able to stay poised and continue with that game plan. You know what I mean? We're used to seeing a more brawling style, rough it up type of style of Gabe Rosado. With this fight, Friday night fight, I was expecting
Believe
more of a
believe it or
war.
not, he been fighting like that since the Louis Cuba Adi's fight. He been fighting since that fight like that. Honestly, since remember that whole first year the zone, I think he fought like the end of the year on that card. I remember he fought him, and I felt they gave them a draw.
Yeah,
But keep going, keep building. My fault. I
but
just
I
want to.
think, I mean, he really did surprise me with his ability to box. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just serviceable; he was excelling with it. You know what I mean? To me, um, and marginally, he did enough to win. I believe he did enough to win this fight. I believe the judges, you know what I mean, thought he did enough to win this fight, but I feel like there was some kind of skullduggery going on. You know what I mean? Some wrongdoing going on in the background because it was weird that the announcer he called the fight. He called the fight. He announced the winner of the fight, and he said from Philly. You know what I mean? And the only person that's from Philly that was in that ring was Gabe Rosado. You know what I mean? So it almost like, what, did they pass him the wrong card? Did they pass him the wrong cue card? Did they write it down wrong? Like it doesn't make sense. It seems like the announcer was even caught off guard by by the whole change. You know what I mean? And then you got the zone commentators coming in the back, you know what I mean, trying to smooth over the whole play, saying that, oh, the commentator, he said it wrong. Well, how do you know he said it wrong? Like, you know what I mean? He's closer to the action. You know what I mean? So there was something fishy going on, and that's how Jacobs got the win. You know what I mean? Um, it it's arguable that it could have been called for a draw. I wouldn't mind that either. A
I was gonna
draw,
say that. That's how I had it. I didn't score it, but the eye test, I had it like a draw.
yeah, because I think even Eddie Hearn made a tweet stating that none of these guys deserve to win tonight. You know what I mean? Win that fight, and pretty much the highlight of the night was was with the gaff with the ring announcer. So I think we can pretty much agree. Danny Jacobs' stock dropped. You know what I mean? About 3-4 percentage points, definitely. You know what I mean? After that night, and Gabe Rosado's stock, he might have lost the fight, but he won the war outside of the ring. Uh, you know what I mean? That's definite. But the card on the whole, the zone card on the whole, um, it was lackluster. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember who was on that card. Of course, we did the watch party for the Ghanaian fellow brother man over there, Emmanuel Tago, and he looked all right against Mason Menard, but I was hoping he would look more spectacular. But he did show his boxing acumen. But other than that, we had what that heavyweight from
Hold on,
Azerbaijan.
hold on. We're gonna smooth into all of it. We're gonna smooth all into it. Salute to Battle Rifle. I ain't see you in a minute, bro. He said, "What's up, Akreach? It was good, bro." Um, yeah, I felt the same way. I felt like Danny Jacobs. It was like mental lapses in the fight when he was fighting Gabe Rosado. And I did feel like Gabe Rosado did good. It kind of reminded me of the Louis Cuba-Arties fight when he fought him.
Hmm.
Like he fought Lewis in a similar style that he fought Danny. And I just felt like Danny couldn't get off. And somebody posted something after the fight and said, "This is Danny Jacobs' problem." And it was a picture with him and Angela Simmons in the ring. And I was just dying. I was like, yo, people is retarded, man. But I did have it kind of a draw. But I wasn't mad that they gave it to Danny Jacobs, I guess. Uh, I feel like he was landing the bigger shots, but I felt like Gabe Rosado was busier.
Right. That's how I saw it. He had the better work rate. Um, yeah, you can say Danny Jacobs was landing the harder punches, the more eye catching punches, but the overall work rate of Gabe Rosado was, to me, more effective.
Definitely.
And look at the state of Gabe Rosado's face, bro. You know what I mean? We both were
Yeah,
expecting cuts, bruises,
yeah. But
and
when you but
he
when
could
you
go to the
don't
club. He could go to the club after that
yeah,
fight.
you ain't lying. Okay, now Emmanuel Tago was on that undercard.
Yep.
Yeah, speak on that.
Yeah, he improved to 32-1. Um, he's ranked fifth in the WBO. eighth in the IBF, ninth in the WBC. So he's a key player at 135 right now. Um, he beat some leftovers from Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Both of those opponents easily knocked out Mason Menard. Um, However, with Manuel Tago, he took him to the decision, and Mason Menard had some competitive moments in the fight. We'll say that, you know what I mean? He was being outboxed definitely. At times, Manuel Tago was styling on him, but Mason Menard definitely had his moments. Um, no, no man was on the ground or nothing like that. No man was stunned or wobbled. But what we could see, you know what I mean, is that Emmanuel Tago does have some high level boxing skills. Doesn't have a lot of power. So at the end of the day, I don't know how he matches up. You know what I mean, with the guys up top. I know somebody uh hit up my comment section for the watch party and was saying Verdejo would eat that food easily. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
uh,
I
I
think
tend to
Verdejo will get
agree.
him.
I think Verdejo would probably decision him. I don't know if he would like straight out eat Tago's food, but you know what I mean, I would have to lean to Felix Verdejo. You know what I mean, at this point, you know what I mean. I think Tago needs some more seasoning, with some more American competition. You know what I mean, with some more world class competition over here. And but it was a decent coming out party, being that it was his first fight on American television, first fight in America, period. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. We'll see if he grows from that.
Um, who else? Who else was on that undercard? Oh, that Marks Fadolf
Mm.
cat.
Yeah, you had Majidov. He was some type
Imagine.
of bronze medalist at the heavyweight division. He looked somewhat interesting. He knocked out an undefeated Puerto Rican.
It wasn't that he knocked him out. I like the way he did it. Like he stayed on the outside and how he boxed and just like he really picked them apart. It just looked nice. But that type of opponent, really didn't put up no resistance. But I'm just saying, like I'm not even gonna lie though. He kind of impressed me a little bit. I can't
Yeah,
say a lot of.
there was a nice calculated method to the way he broke down uh Delgado in this fight. Delgado still being like out of his league, but he was an undefeated opponent, but definitely out of shape, and you can't ask much more. You know what I mean? Than dispatching those type of opponents like that the way he did. Um, Lastly, I think another fight on the card we should talk about is the Yelenisinov versus Julius Ndongo, and we can finally lay to rest. You know what I mean? Julius Ndongo's
I actually didn't get to see that fight. I actually
he's
tell.
officially washed, bro. Officially washed. You know what I mean? There's no need to see him in top flight competition like on TV no more. I think he needs to go back to Namibia and fight strictly domestically. He looks like he's 50 years old himself. Um, Straight up, man. I don't know, like when I actually looked at him, bro. You know what I mean? He came into the ring that did look like he ain't got his hair cut like in like probably the whole year. Necklines all like growing out and shit. Like, god damn, bro. You know what I mean? It's nah, man. Julius Ndago just it wasn't a good look for him, bro. You know what I mean? He's making Africans look bad all over the world. You know what I mean? And yeah, he got stopped in the second round. And Yelenisinov dispatched of him nicely as well. And he's going to get a lot of hype and praise for his dispatch of Indongo because he did it in 2 rounds. You know what I mean? But Indongo looked totally washed. His legs looked gone. He didn't look any bigger at 147. He actually looked healthier at 140 and looked bigger at 140 than he did at 147. It's time to hang up your American gloves. You know what I mean? To go back over there in Namibia and fight. You know what I mean? Namibian tomato cans over there. Cause yeah, we ain't it no more, bro.
Salute to Lawrence Williams. Salute to the bro Lawrence Williams. Salute, bro. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, so it's basically a wrap for him. So that was Friday.
Yep.
Um, let's go to Saturday.
Saturday
Man,
afternoon.
yeah, man, it was a rough Saturday, man. Messed up my getting it right streak. Had to be Daniel Dubois, man.
Mm.
Had to mess up my streak, man.
See, I'm not. I called Dubois a unanimous decision, but y'all heard it from me. You know what I mean? Y'all been hearing it from me. I was never a big believer in Dubois. You know what I mean? I always had reservations about his mentality, and that essentially popped up in this fight. He showed that his mentality, he's not a dog, and he has quit in him. Ain't nobody can tell me that he
You
didn't quit.
you want to know what's
Last fight.
crazy? You know how they don't put microphones in the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
For the UK, like they do in America. I knew that he was gonna quit because when he went in the corner, the round before, like he quit. I think it was the ninth round, right? He it got stopped in the 10th, I believe. Am I right, Stills?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it was in the ninth round. When the ninth round ended and he went in the corner, he said he like pecked on his eye, and then this trainer said what? He said something in his ear, like something like
Yeah.
that, and I
He
felt
started
like
whispering all of a
yeah,
sudden.
yeah, and then I knew he was gonna quit because I remember Joyce landed a nice 1-2 combination at the end, I believe.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I remember in the ninth round actually oh, you saying Joyce landed, yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. My bad. Yeah,
I'm
Joyce
saying
did
like
land
at
him.
the end, towards the end of the round, I believe.
That ninth round, Joyce was coming on. And he knew he was coming on because Joyce kind of made a gesture at the end of the round, like, yeah, bitch, I got this. You know what I mean? Um, and then yeah, Dubois went back to his corner and the whispering commenced. You know what I mean? I knew something was funny after everything that it was regular talks in the corner, and then all of a sudden you whispering in the nigga's ear. You know what I mean? Singing them lullabies and shit like that. Like, but yeah, Dubois quit. He just doesn't have the mentality for it. Throughout the fight, he did have some degree of success, but the problem with Dubois is that he didn't adapt. You know what I mean? He didn't adapt to the jab that was constantly just pecking away at him and chipping away at his eye. And once Joyce inflicted that damage to his eye, he didn't change his movement. He kept on moving into the jab the same way, the same type of lateral movement. He should have changed directions with it. At least try something else. But I don't know if that's the fault of the corner as well, because they didn't give him no instructions to make any alternatives, to make any adjustments to what Joyce was doing to him. I think they fully expected Dubois just to blow out Joyce. You know what I mean? They relied on Joyce not having enough head movement, and Joyce would eventually succumb to the power of Dubois. But that didn't happen. Joe Joyce showed us subtle head movement. He showed us the ability to roll with punches, as well as having a good chin. If you're gonna
I
get
ain't
good,
really. I was gonna say Stills, not to cut you off. I did see the rolling with the punches. I ain't really see the head movement, but go ahead.
he had head movement. He had subtle head movement, not head movement all the time, but it was just enough to get him out of a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? Because there's definitely improvements from this fight from if you watch him fight a guy like say Joe Hanks. You know what I mean on the Wilder Fury undercard. Like he was totally Frankensteinish in that fight. This fight, you see improvements, subtle improvements, and he has decent footwork. You know what I mean? Underrated footwork. Uh, a man of his size and a man of his slowness. Uh, so Joe Joyce, he executed a great game plan. You know what I mean? And he was poised. His chin, like to take out Joe Joyce, you're gonna have to take him out with a 5-6 punch combination. You know what I mean? You're not knocking him out with a 1-2 like Danny Dubois is capable of doing. Like he's great with the 1-2s and whatnot, but he's not following it up with a 3-4 and a 5. And that's what you need to get Joe Joyce out of there. And Joe Joyce weathered the storm that Dubois was giving him in spurts and jabbed him to death and made the little nigga quit. Now the motherfucker's exposed. You know what I mean? But he can't come back. He can't come back.
Mac, hold on.
But
I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna come right to you because yeah. Keep going,
he
Stills.
can he can come back from this. It's not over. His career's not over, but this is definitely gonna linger. You know what I mean? Linger in the back of you know what I mean the hardcore boxing minds that Dubois is a quitter. Vitaly Klitschko was dubbed a quitter for a long time before he kind of avenged himself in the Lennox Lewis fight. But for a long time, people had no type of respect for Vitaly Klitschko back in that era when he quit on his stool and he was essentially winning the whole fight in a championship fight against Chris Bird, and he quit on his stool due to a shoulder injury. You know what I mean? I might have been 2 rounds left in the fight, but he was able to rebuild his image, rebuild his career, and not much talk about that. Not much remember that. You know what I mean? That little fact that Vitaly Klitschko indeed did quit. So, with that being said, Dubois being a quitter, he can avenge himself. You know what I mean? In the future, he's young, what 22 or something like that, in his early 20s. Um, these are the times that you
You
should be
right.
taking
He
these.
22.
These are the times you should be taking these fights and taking these L's. You know what I mean? So you can grow in the future. That's my take.
All right. All right. Hold on. Before I come to Mac, salute to my bro, Big Money. Been a minute, bro. How you? Um, Mac. Before you get into Dubois and Joyce, I got because you just fell in late.
I
I
don't
gotta
know why
ask you.
y'all breaking up. It could be my phone. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay. Yeah, so we gonna wait for Mac to fall back in. Am I breaking up? I sound staticky to you still, or y'all in the chat?
Nah, you straight, bro.
Yeah, this shit.
Yo, you hear me?
I don't know what it sound like. Y'all the predator.
Niggas sound like I'm a predator.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Um, before you answer the Dubois situation, because you came in a little late, I want you to give me your take on Danny Jacobs and Rosado, and then you could go right into Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce.
Okay, before I
Go
go,
ahead.
is this a kid show?
It's Sunday, right?
All right, so no cussing. Okay, forget Daniel Jacobs, but I couldn't say what I wanted to, but
Yeah, yeah, it's Sunday. Don't
yeah,
cuss today. If it was
but
Saturday, that's my day. So we rock out. You know what I
but
mean? But
they Gabe Rosado actually won that fight, man. Like I don't, it's not a robbery. Like I can't see anybody saying it was robbery because it was too many close rounds because of inactivity and a bunch of punches not being landed on both sides. So I can see where a lot of the close rounds could have went Jacobs' way, seeing that he was the A side, and a lot of times those rounds going to go to the A side. But if you are watching it with a non-biased side like me, odd fella 503, like I was sitting here watching the fight, no volume. I tell people like, I was talking to Coach Collinsworth yesterday, and he was talking about the fight. He said, "Man, the zone commentary is biased as fuck. You know, they is ridiculous, and they, you know, what I'm saying they just so, you know, it's the worst commentary in boxing." I said, I wouldn't know. I don't watch it with the volume on. You know, what I'm saying it's like commentary don't. You know, going from watching live fights and watching TV fights, it's like you don't even want the commentary anymore. So I don't mind watching the fights with the volume down a lot of the times, unless I'm watching the interview. But I think Daniel Jacobs. I'm not gonna say he's done. I'm not. But what I will say is he's lost the passion of box. He don't have it no more. But he's not done. But he just don't have it no more. He 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 can't go into another big fight, and that's with any of these fighters. I'm not just even speaking of Charlo. I'm talking any big fight. If he goes into a Demetrius Andrade fight, if he goes into a Triple G or Canelo rematch, if he goes into Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, Calvin Smith, Billy Joe Saunders, you know what I'm saying? If he goes into another big fight, he is going to lose. He's coming in these fights like the performance he gave us against Gabe Rosado. And I've heard one person tell me where he fought down to the level of competition. Well, the level of competition was giving him some work. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say he fought down to the level of competition. Gabe Rosado came in there to fight. Daniel Jacobs didn't. It's like his heart wasn't there. He don't have the heart for the sport no more. It seems like his focus and heart is somewhere else. Like, yeah, you in camp and you making weight, but when your mind and heart is not into the sport no more, it's time to give it up. And I truly believe he needs to give it up before he get hurt bad. That's my take on Daniel Jacobs. Gabe Rosado looked great. After all those losses, he's actually was the dog in the fight. He came to fight. Specifically, he got all those losses and he's still in there showing up, showing out like he's still ready for another championship opportunity. He's not giving up on the sport that he's in. So I hats off to him, but I think Daniel Jacobs need to go on, either figure out what he could be having a midlife crisis or at a midpoint in his career where he don't know if he want to continue or not. But you need to figure out what you're gonna do because you're going in here putting your life on the line in a sport like boxing, and you can fuck around and get fucked off. Get messed off at any moment. So you need to figure out what you're gonna do.
I was gonna say back what happened to the Sunday rules.
Because
We
when
into
I get the cooking, man, and that's why I said my bad because I get the cooking and I'm going and it just flowed out like regular conversation. My problem, my bad, but but let's let that alone. I'm late, but look, I told y'all last week I wanted Daniel Jacobs to win, but I didn't think he beat Joe Joyce because Joe Joyce is the kind of fighter that would take your hardest punch.
you mean
But
Daniel Dubois?
yeah, Daniel Dubois. What I say? Joe Joyce. Yeah, I mean, I said Joe Joyce would take your hardest punch, and I told y'all Joe Joyce would, fuck around and win that fight. Be honest with you, I changed my pick up to Joe Joyce. I even showed them yesterday
You did
when I
say
put
that.
him.
You did say that earlier on in the week. You know what I mean? That's a
Yeah,
fact.
Yeah, you
yeah.
did say that.
I
You
changed my
definitely
pick to
did.
Joe
You
Joyce,
but you did bring up. You said that you picked Dubois, but you was like you wouldn't be surprised.
but no, I did. But I'm not gonna
And
lie.
then and
I
then and
went and
then you
changed
and
my
then you
pick.
I know because then you showed me, right, you know what I mean, before the fight, I believe, or like during the fight you showed us. You was like, I switched my pick.
Yeah, because I had man. The more I thought about that fight, bro, it's like the more I sat and thought and just being honest with myself and the boxing acumen. That Joe Joyce, he might be slow as fuck, but let's be honest with y'all. Did y'all watch him in the Olympics? That motherfucker can box his ass off. Don't like the kid. He's slow as a motherfucker, but he can really box. He got hand movement. He just slow, and because of his speed, he has made it a point to where in certain situations he's gonna take your hardest shot so he can deliver a crushing blow that he knows is gonna hurt you because it's slow as hell. But he can box, and he showed it. He showed it with head movement yesterday. Like imagine that big motherfucker. Sorry, imagine that big dude moving his head the way it was, not getting hit by them. He took some shots, but he was moving his head out the way while Daniel Dubois was staying stiff as a mop and just getting hit with that jab. And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I don't believe he got an orbital bone. He broke his orbital bone. I'm gonna tell y'all why. And I don't believe Kell Brook broke his either. Y'all ever seen when somebody break their orbital bone? Y'all ever seen the immediate swelling and how much swelling you have around your eye? Like, was his eye messed up? Yeah, I do believe his eye was messed up. Broke? No. I think he quit. I truly believe Daniel Dubois quit. Like, quit. Like, no heart, quit. He couldn't take no punches no more. That was a different fight. He ain't never been in that kind of fight before. He had somebody that literally kept that jab in the face, and that jab hit that same spot all night, all night, all night. And he quit. He truly quit.
Matt, you
You
there?
going in and out, Mac? Kind of muffled.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was
Yeah,
saying,
we hear you clear now.
yeah, I was saying he truly quit. Like I don't believe that orbital bone, but I believe he truly quit. The swelling wasn't there. You had the swelling over your eyelid, not your orbital bone. Your orbital bone, which is on the side of your eye. The top where his eyelid was and his eyebrow was the one swollen, not on the side. I think he just quit. I don't think Daniel Dubois had no heart. Yet I do believe in what our fella said, like he can't come back. He's a kid. What is he, 22, 23?
He's 22.
Yeah, he's young. So I do think he can come back. But the thing is he don't need the. I think how can I put it? Look, you guys over there in Great Britain, in London, and well, in England, or whatever you want to call it, I don't care. In the UK, y'all have to figure out a way to build your fighters and stop moving them so fast. You don't have to move that fast. Like you don't have to. I don't understand why you choose to move your fighters that fast, because then you end up with something like Daniel Dubois, or when a fighter get like when the fighter received that first major loss, it's like they're done for because y'all moving them so fast. These kids now, and a lot of these American fighters, y'all have to stop doing that. I think Teofimo is moving too fast. But a lot of these fighters, y'all, they're moving way too fast. Like y'all trying to get to the money way too fast instead of developing, man. This kid is underdeveloped, and it showed majorly in that fight. He was fighting wild. He was throwing a lot of wild shots, hoping that they connected, hoping they was getting in there instead of actually. You already a still fighter. Throw some 1-2s down the pipe.
He
Move to the
landed some
side.
good shots, but
I,
what's her name rolled with him, and he took some shots just very well.
I seen a lot of people cards, but I had. Matter of fact, I was scoring the fight in the chat yesterday. How many rounds did I give Daniel Dubois? Like 3.
Yeah.
And I seen a lot
I
of other
had it. It's
people.
crazy. I had it the other way around, but it was about to be even. I was about to have it even
It.
the next round up until he stopped him,
I think I
and
had it even at 4-4. I did have it even
yeah, I
4-4.
was going.
Look,
Yeah,
look, look
I was
here.
getting ready to have it like that. Let me just get in the
They,
chat, Mac,
they,
before
they
you keep
stopped the
cooking.
fight they stopped the fight round 10. I had it for 5 rounds to 4 for Dubois, but I had the round 9 and round 8 Joe Joyce. Like he was gaining momentum. You know what I mean?
I
So
think I had round 3 and 8 even.
No, here it is. I had it 3-3, 4-3, 5-3. And the reason I did it because Joe Joyce kept that jab was steady hitting him and when he was getting hit that jab, he started backing up. Daniel Dubois didn't look good fighting on the back foot. He was taking more punishment while Joyce
Let
was
me
just boxing him.
let
Okay.
me get in this chat real quick. Big Money said, Mac, I probably come by to the crib to watch the Earl fight.
All right, bet.
Big Money said, he said, I guess he rewrote it. Bruce Gold, salute, fam. Big Money said, I lost my money on that fight. His accuracy was on point. He talking about Joe Joyce. Big Money. Lawrence Williams said 6'3" Joyce. Mark Blake said peace, fam. Lawrence Williams said Dub said 3, 5, and 6. I gave Dubois. Okay. He said 2, 5, and 6. My bad. And then he said Stormy B said what's good.
What's up,
Alright,
Stormy?
what's
Yeah,
going down?
I go back and look. I only gave Daniel Dubois 3 rounds. I know, and that's me scoring. I was sitting here watching it. You know what I'm saying, in front, and I just didn't. It wasn't a clear round like to give him more than that, in my opinion. It was close rounds, but from the work that Joe Joyce was doing with that jab, I could not give him those rounds. You know. Hello.
yeah,
Nah,
I
I
hear
hear you.
that. Yeah, I hear that.
Me personally, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna eat crow on this one. I thought Dubois could do it. Even if he didn't knock him out, I thought that he could win on a unanimous decision. Joe Joyce broke him down very methodically with the jab. I didn't know his jab was that effective until that fight. I did not know his jab was effective. I'm gonna be real, and I'm mad because you messed up my getting it right streak, Daniel Dubois. So I gotta bang the gavel on you. It's been a while since I bought the gavel out, so I definitely gotta bang the gavel on
Well,
Daniel
well,
Dubois.
my getting the right streak is still going on.
I gotta bang the gavel on him on that. He messed up my whole little streak right there. I kind of feel a certain way about that. See them UK. See,
Matter of
like
fact,
you heard what Kell Brooks said in that Hold on, man. You heard what Kell Brooks said in that Terrence Crawford fight. You heard what he said. He said it's something about. He said compare Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. He said it's something about the American style, how they teach them, how they bring them up in their amateur system. You heard him. You heard him. Leonard Ellaby voice. Go ahead, man. You was saying something, Mac, or nah? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. All right, but yeah, man. These UK fighters, man. I ain't gonna fry. I still think Daniel Dubois a learning curve. I think he could come back. He's still young, like we said. He could come back. I don't think that he should this should keep him down as long as he get his eye checked and make sure everything is good with that. Cause the eye did look kind of bad to me. It was real puffy. It wasn't Yidget puffy. Like Yidget eye was crazy, but his eye was kind of puffy. And you seen the redness early. How he was using the jab. The motherfucker turned into whoops. Dag, I broke my own rule. Excuse me. He turned into eighth day juggernaut or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me how he broke him down so slowly. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize that Joe Joyce had a jab, and he was rolling very well with the punches. I do gotta admit that. And like I said, I gotta eat my crow because I didn't even. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think that. I mean, I didn't think that Joyce had it in him like that, but he did it. And I guess that does kind of show what I've been saying. Like, even if, two fighters you think, are very even in the fight, you know what I mean? That person that had that tougher competition and may show up against that, you know what I mean? That particular fighter that they really, really got to fight, that they feel like is a really, they rival fight or whatever. So, um, yeah, man, that's all I got to say about that one. Let's move on to the circus, the Soul Circus yesterday.
The Soul Circuit.
I remember going to that as a kid, man. But
Hey, I was thoroughly entertained.
I'm not gonna lie, I was in a bad mood too, bro. It was funny because that joint had me laughing. That joint had me laughing,
I
bro.
was
I
at a
was,
fight, so I didn't watch none of it. Only thing I saw was the knockout of Nate Robinson from the clips.
Oh
That's
my.
all I saw. I was at a fight, and the fight I was at was, man, highly entertaining. Man.
Oh, so that's what you was putting up?
Yeah, Trouble fought too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I was at the fight. So I'm sorry I missed that one. I'm gonna let you guys discuss. I'll listen in,
Alright.
but I'll still be here if you need any kind of commentary or anything else. But that this is strictly yeah. I have no idea what happened last night.
Okay.
I heard it was a circus with the concert and shit.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Go ahead, Steels.
I mean, overall, I was pleased with the whole production level of what I saw before the feds cut the plug. You know what I mean on on the stream that I was getting it off because I damn sure wasn't paying no 50 bones for that. You know what I mean? But it was a well put together presentation. I must say, um, the undercards were interesting. Right down to like, let me take it down to the Badu Jack fight. He was fighting an unknown guy, um, undefeated unknown guy. But it was an interesting fight. Badu's Jack looked sharp. That guy came to fight as well. He took a beating the whole fight. Um, I didn't mind watching that. I was entertained. Um, then you had the knockout of Nate Robinson, Jake Paul. That was an ugly fight to begin with. You had Nate Robinson just charging after him like a bull. You know what I mean? Trying to, you know what I mean, the Sean Porter style with no boxing ability, pretty much. And he got knocked out flat, starched. You see the memes all over the internet right now. You know what I mean to that. So that was highly interesting. Not to mention the commentating was on point. Like they even need to bring Sugar Ray Leonard out. You know what I mean? Because Snoop Dogg, Israel Adesanya, and I think is Mauro Ranallo from Showtime. Uh, they was enough. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They was on point, especially Snoop Dogg. commentator of the year. You know what I mean? I made a post on IG because he truly made the fight, uh, listening and watching the fight. You know what I mean? More enjoyable, entertaining. Listening to him just crack
I'm
jokes.
not gonna lie. He did have me dying.
I
He
mean,
was the
shit
yo
like
when
call
Nate
the ambulance,
Robinson
come and pick up your people.
when
He
no
uses
when
like,
Nate Robinson got knocked out, he said a classic line that I ain't never gonna forget. He says two things you don't play with, baby. That's boxing and pimping. I said I'm done. I'm
yo,
done with this whole show. I was on the floor crying. I say, yo, I'm done. Yeah.
he had so many one liners last night. I'm saying like bring Snoop Dogg back. You know what I mean? He
He said
deserves
he
it.
can't keep. He said he got the meats on the grill. He said that he getting sauteed or something like that. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he
yo,
got the beef on the grill. You know what I mean? He's softening up them ribs, them tenderonis. You know what I mean? Yeah, Snoop was going in last night, so it was a great commentating team. And then I mean, just almost felt like an all-star game type of feel. How all the commentators just have that vibe with each other. The production level of the shots even look good. I like the different angles that they're giving. There was one angle that was like inside the ring looking up while the fighters are fighting. I thought that was, I mean, they gave some different perspectives and different visual angles that you haven't seen in different other productions. I thought was cool. The mix of some of the hip hop shows the mix of some of the hip hop shows that blended in nicely. So I've seen certain productions that it seemed like you just wanted it to go to hurry up and go to the next fight. But this the way they did it, like the sets weren't too long. They was on there doing like that maybe like 3 to 5 minutes during the intermission. And it was nice because during these COVID times, most of the time it's just like dead time where you see half the time you see the cleaners cleaning out the ring and rubbing down the ring and whatnot. You know what I mean? So during this time, they chose to fill it up with hip hop performances, which I felt was very clever. You know what I mean? Filled up the time nicely between fights. So the Tyson Roy Jones fight on the whole, it was garbage, you know what I mean? Like, but I was entertained by the commentating. You know what I mean? I was entertained. I wasn't expecting no real fight. This was a exhibition against two old guys, you know what I mean? Roy Jones, I believe, could have did I mean, he was keeping it safe, you know what I mean, and he did what he had to do to, you know what I mean, remain a survivor in that fight. But uh, at the end of the day, I don't think people got to be too angry about what they saw if they paid the $50. Um, they got good boxing, you know what I mean, on the undercards at least. Good entertainment, and that's what they was buying, entertainment, not championship boxing. That was not championship boxing. It was an exhibition. It wasn't no professional fight. So that's why I gotta give these guys a blah, you know what I mean, and not come down too hard on them on what we saw regarding like the content, because it wasn't pretty to see. A lot of holding, a lot of clinching and whatnot, a lot of Roy Jones running, looking sloppy. You know what I mean? Thinking that he has the same type of fast twitch reflexes that he once used to, but he obviously doesn't. I mean, but other than that, on the whole, I was thoroughly entertained with the whole production that Triller put on with this Tyson and Jones fight, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next. I know I want Shannon Briggs. I know that's a fantasy fight, but the way they put on that production, I'm ready to see the next one.
okay, before I go to 503, let me finish up in these comments. L Dub said
What's up?
Dubois.
What's up, young lion?
Yeah, I was getting ready to come to him. I was getting ready to just make him like run down. Yeah, I got you 503. Let me just kill these comments real quick. Lawrence Williams said Dubois would start some rounds as fast in the beginning, but Joyce was more consistent in the rounds. He said, "Bro, in the UK they ring be small, man. Or am I tripping? Nah, I think that was a small ring, or is it the view? All right, 503, man. What's going down, brother? Came in a little late. All right. So real quick, did you get to
Hey,
see?
hey, hey, hold on right quick. I got somebody at my door. I'll be right back.
All right. Um, and then I seen Stormy B said to Lawrence Williams, I gave him the exact same rounds. But as far as that event or whatever, until 503 come back, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. They was smoking in the event like it was the 70s. Like if you go back and
All
watch
right,
it,
Chop. I'm back, bro. I'm back. I'm back.
We back, my nigga. I mean, what you expect?
they was smoking in there like it's crazy, bro. 503 though. Did you get to watch Danny Jacobs and Gabe Rosado?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We was on the war report with our fella watching that joint.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. So go ahead and just if you could break that down real quick, cause then I gotta ask you about Dubois.
I mean, I was I was impressed with Gabe. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a good fight for Gabe Rosado. He showed something different in that fight. I think he actually won. I think he actually got robbed. You know what I'm saying? That was boxing politics at its finest with that fight. I think he boxed. He out jabbed. He landed the significant shots, power shots in that. You know what I'm saying? And motherfucker, see, that's what I'm saying, man. People in this boxing shit, man. They hypocrites, bro. Cause you motherfuckers will sit up there and whine and cry and say, "Oh, Mike Tyson got robbed." Bro, all Roy Jones did was hit hold, and he this and he that. But Friday night, you know what I'm saying, the same thing happened. You know what I'm saying? The same thing happened. Like this shit, it's like, man, sometimes, bro, and sometimes I hate this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause people just they don't keep it all the way trill. You know what I'm saying? Especially on this internet, man. But Denny Jacobs got some work to do, man. I don't know if it's his training or the quarantine. You know, maybe he just was bored in the fight, like his trainer was saying. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I didn't respect him. I didn't respect him in that fight Friday. I feel like he didn't do nothing. He got bored. He got complacent, and you know what I'm saying. Gabe beat him. That's basically what it came down to me. You know what I'm saying. I feel like Gabe did enough to win, but he didn't get the win. You know what I'm saying. They dropped the ball. The announcer dropped the ball, and they said from Philadelphia, and Gabe thought he won. When in actuality, they had it for Danny. You know what I'm saying? And that was a fuck up on their part too. You know, so yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my thoughts on the fight though, bro. It was just a fuck up, man. I thought Gabe really won that joint. You know what I'm saying? I think I think bro did enough to win, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how everybody else felt, but I felt like he won.
I had it a draw, but what did you think about Dubois and Joyce?
Yeah, I think Look, man. Shout out to Joe Joyce, bro. We've been talking about this fight for months and months and months, and a lot of people shitted on Joyce. They called him slow and methodic, and you know what I'm saying, he wasn't that good and all this and all that. And it was a lot of hype. It was a lot of hype about Daniel Dubois. I'm not gonna lie. I was even on the hype train with Daniel Dubois. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. You know what I'm saying? Um, the thing is though, man. I'm gonna tell you one thing I know about boxing, man. One thing I know and two things for sure is, man, athleticism doesn't matter if you are technically sound in the sport of boxing. And they always say skills pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? And that's so true, bro. Cause if you go back and you watch this fight, man, Joe Joyce was the less athletic, but he was the better technically skilled fighter. Beating this guy with a jab, man. With a jab. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing spectacular. He didn't use freakish heavyweight power, anything like that, man. All he did was use his jab and he got the win. You know what I'm saying? He stayed consistent with his skill set, man. And it don't matter, bro, if you the best athletic guy, you the strongest guy, you know what I'm saying? But if you had the right skill set and you fundamentally sound with the right game plan, bro, anything can happen in boxing. And that's what we seen tonight. I mean last night with Danny and Joe Joyce, man. And I'm not surprised that that Joe Joyce won. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it for weeks, man. For months, actually, because they was been supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? A while back. And a lot of people was shitting on Joyce, like I said. But heavyweight boxing, man, anything can happen, man. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta eat my crow because I did pick Danny Dubois to win. I know Stay he picked Joe Joyce at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I see. I love to see. I love to see. Last night showed me something, man. And see, me and Ack, we always say this, bro. You rather be Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois fighting in your prime. You know what I'm saying? Of course, one fighter is gonna get exposed. You know what I'm saying? For people saying he's not that good. And one fighter is gonna get hella credit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You rather be Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce than to be Roy Jones and Mike Tyson last night, fighting at 50 years old. Niggas is past your prime. You got fans mad and people talking shit, you know what I'm saying, on the internet because they felt like it wasn't worth the $50 and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna move into that with you, 503. I'm gonna move
Yeah.
into that. Stay on. You dealt with Joyce and Dubois, though, or you still cooking?
Now I'm gonna say this, man. I don't want to go too far off the path, but I would like to see Joe Joyce in that with Usyk. A lot of people want to see him in that with Wilder and Ortiz and shit like that. I think him and Usyk will be a good fight. And I think Daniel Dubois got to go back to the drawing board. I know a lot of people. I was just looking on Twitter. I was looking and seeing that people is taking up for him. You know what I'm saying? When you quit in a fight, man, or you take a knee in the fight, bro, you're going to get criticized one way or another. You know what I'm saying? If you quit in boxing, you're going to get criticized. Period. Yeah, that's just the landscape of the motherfucking of the sport. Just like when Tom Brady lose and he don't shake a motherfucking hand, LeBron lose, he don't shake a motherfucking hand. They gonna get criticized for it. It's the same thing with boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? If Muhammad Ali fought with a broken jaw, Andre Berto fought with a torn bicep and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Dale fought with a broken thumb, like motherfuckers be hurt. I understand that he got a motherfucking damaged eye, orbital bone, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But he brought that on himself because he wasn't using his head. He kept getting hit with this same powerful jab that Joe Joyce threw all night, bro. He didn't do nothing to change his game plan. He thought he was going to come in there and steamroll through Joe Joyce and knock him out. But Joe Joyce had a solid chin and he had a solid game plan, man. So salute to Joe Joyce. I don't care what nobody say. When you boxing at a high level in a high anticipated fight between two good fighters in their prime, two young fighters in their prime, and one fighter quit, that fighter is going to get criticized. Just how like Kell Brook got criticized for quitting against Triple G, and he got criticized against quitting against Earl Spence, bro. It's gonna happen, period.
And Jamal Hearing.
Facts.
He said, hold on. What was I? Oh. My bro Abel Mahari says salute, brothers. And then Lawrence Williams said Angela Simmons put that on him. He don't know how to act. Talk about Danny Jacobs. And Lowland Profit, salute, bro. 99% of UK fighters are hype jobs. Okay, because now, before you came in, Steels just got done talking about the whole Mike Tyson fight and stuff like that. Because Mahari came in here, I seen a video that he made about Nate Robinson. I want to talk about that and Jake Paul real quick. Now, I didn't know about this fight being made on that undercard till real late. I never watched any of the videos, the hypes behind the videos or anything like that. I met Nate Robinson in a Chuck E. Cheese. He had his kids there years ago. You know what I mean? And I always thought he was just a cool dude. And then when I heard that he was fighting him, I didn't click into none of the weigh-in videos or the shit talking videos. All I heard and somebody told me was that Nate Robinson called Jake Paul out. Now you gotta understand, even though Jake Paul looked like everybody know him, he a YouTube star and all of that and thing like that. They still think like he like a square or whatever, but you gotta understand he from I believe Cleveland, Ohio. You know that they got a boxing thing out there, and they actually used to box and do karate, him and his brother. So I always thought that was a little bit unfair, because I know Nate Robinson, even the way his body was built, like I was like, he ain't gonna be able to. I can already tell he's struggling to keep his arms up, and he's trying to fight him like a real fight. Like in a real fight, I could tell Nate would try to tackle him. And it was a brutal knockout, man. I just didn't like it, man. But any of y'all want to go talk about that? 503, you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, man. Real quick, man. Real quick. I'm gonna let Stay cook. I'm gonna let my bro cook, man. Salute to my brothers, man. Stay
didn't get to see this.
Oh,
no,
he didn't?
I told you I did get to see the highlights from Nate Robinson. I do want to.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I want to hear you. All right. So I got you. I come to you then.
Yeah. Listen, man. I'm not gonna be too long-winded on this like I was on the other previous topics, but listen, put some respect on Nate Robinson's name, man. I'm not gonna bash Nate Robinson. I'm not gonna make any videos. I'm not gonna post meme him like a lot of these outlets and people are doing. I'm seeing it all up and down the internet. The shit, I'm not gonna lie, the shit was funny. It was real funny last night. You feel me? But let's take into consideration one thing. Nate Robinson and Jake Paul was the highlight of this weekend's fights, bro. They were the most exciting fight Out of all of the fights this weekend, that's including Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, Daniel Jacobs, and motherfucking Gabe Rosado. All these fights were snooze fest. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
You didn't like that beginning fight with that kid from Massachusetts?
I didn't watch that one, bro. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
watch it, bro. I didn't watch it.
Not
You know what I'm saying?
back at the most exciting fight. You know what I
But
mean?
but I'm saying highlight wise, man. Do you see anybody posting or trending anything about Badu Jack on the internet? No, sir, you do not. And niggas ain't talking about Badu Jack. Niggas never talk about Badu Jack. You know what I'm saying? Even when Badu Jack was fighting in regular championship fights, bro, niggas wasn't talking about Badu Jack like that, man. Badu Jack is more known and went viral for him having the nastiest cut in boxing history. That's what niggas know Badu Jack from. The nigga that had blood everywhere doing a Pacquiao Brown undercard. You know what I'm saying? When he fought Marcus Brown. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I mean, I feel what you're trying to say, but you know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna work with me, man. Cause when you look up and down your timeline, my nigga, I don't give a fuck. This shit went so viral, bro. I'm looking at females on my regular Instagram and Twitter posting about this shit. They don't even watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking parents in my group chat from football, bro, know about this shit. This shit went viral everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But people gotta understand, man. Nate Robinson tried something. You know what I'm saying? And Jake Paul, like X said, they been fighting, they been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Paul done had like two boxing matches already with KSI. You know what I'm saying? This is Nate Robinson, first time boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass it, man. You know what I'm saying? You can play basketball, you can play football, and all that good shit, man. But you can't play boxing, bro.
Like
Boxing.
Snoop said last night, two things you don't play with: boxing and pimping.
Facts. Facts. Shout out to Uncle Snoop. I heard he did a good job on the commentator.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. He had me cracking up. I can't lie. I was like, what they got Snoop doing? I didn't really like Homeboy on there, that Israel dude on there. Like, not to get at him, not saying he did too bad, but certain things with boxing he just didn't know. Like, Maranello, he's been around boxing, I mean, a lot, so he kind of knows, you know what I mean? But Sugar Ray, man, he did alright, but I really like this Snoop, though. For some reason, I feel like even though he didn't know too much, he brought like a comic relief aspect. You know what I mean, for just viewers that's just watching, because it's Roy and Mike. But go ahead, Mac, and tell me what you think about Nate.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just proud of the kid for even going out there and daring to be great. You got to give somebody respect for that. People like, key example. I agree with everything 503 says. You don't play basketball. I mean, you play basketball, you play football, you play video games. You know what I'm saying? You play soccer, but you don't play boxing. You don't play boxing. You don't play UFC and MMA. These are two dangerous sports that at any moment you can die. Period. Period. So you know the dangers going into this ring. You know the dangers going into this ring. He decided to go out there and try to be great. He had that mentality that can't nobody beat him. He went out there and did, he went out there and he did the best he could. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, training for boxing is not what you think. If you believe anybody can do it, I'm gonna tell you right now, boxing training is the most physical training. Period. I know motherfuckers that went and did military training and couldn't do boxing training. Like, this is serious. And they train by round. They don't train. Like go just do 15 minutes of jump rope. No, you do rounds and rounds and rounds. And when you're lifting your arms up and doing that punch exercise to get your arms loose, and you just doing 1-2s in the air for about 3 rounds, with the
I
minute
do
break in
that with
between,
weights,
your
man.
arms gonna be dead just then. What'd you say? At?
How I do that is like I do it with
I don't know.
weights.
You breaking up on me. Hold on.
You can't hear me.
I don't know. I didn't see any type of ability for Nate
Me
Robinson.
either.
I'm not giving him any vibes.
I
No,
didn't say he
no
had
ability.
ability, bro. I'm not saying y'all not listening to me. I'm not speaking on his ability. I'm not asking about his ability. I'm saying just people that train for boxing, period, is different. So you got to be mentally prepared to even train, let alone get in that ring. I didn't say he had the ability. You're not gonna have the ability to train, even if you go into an 6 or 8 week camp and you've never done this before in your life. You're not gonna be able to go out there and fight somebody that's done fought after 6 to 8 weeks. What do you learn? You haven't even had a chance to let the muscle memory set in. So he know he's not going to have the
He
ability. I'm
couldn't
not
even
speaking.
keep his arms up after the
Yeah,
first round.
I'm not speaking on ability. I'm speaking on the fact that he even had the balls to get out there and do it. Everybody don't even have the balls to get out there and do it. Like how many of us would actually right now stop what we doing and go get in the ring for a paycheck?
I would.
Not you, you're a professional. How many of us would stop what we doing right now, go start immediately today and get ready and train for a fight, a professional fight tomorrow that we're
If
gonna
the
have
money
six
was
weeks down
right,
the line?
yeah. If the money was right, I would.
You hear what you said? If the money was right, this was for charity. They
You
did
don't
this
think they
exhibition
got
for
any
charity.
money on the back end?
Stop it. They're getting money off the back end, man. It ain't just purely for charity.
That's cool, but it ain't that much. It's not a lot of money that everybody expecting it to be.
Nate couldn't keep his arms up after the first round, bro. So that muscle memory definitely didn't set in. Because that's, I feel like, one of the hardest things when you first start boxing.
I'm just saying, I'm not fit to go and do it right now. I'm not.
Caught him on the
Everybody ain't built
inside
that way.
over the top too. Like when he was coming in. But let me just shout out Quee and Stills. Go in, give us your take on it. Salute to Quee.
Yeah, I mean,
What happened?
go ahead.
Nah, I was saying, what was your take on it?
No, I just feel like Nate Robinson, he just don't have he didn't show any type of ability. Like he was up in there, like I didn't see him throw one correct punch, no jab. He just
I
charged
love
like a
Nate,
bull.
man.
He just charged like a bull, like, and then to be knocked out, and then to say, and then because I'm coming at state for this, you know what I mean, and then to say like, yo, like he got in the ring. Well,
Uh-oh.
this nigga called Jake out. He called this boy out. You know what I mean? And he got what he asked for. I'm not saluting Nate because he got in the ring because he got what he asked for. You know what I mean? And now the internet's going wild on his ass. I'm not like
Do you hear me complaining about the internet going on? Bro, y'all getting on to me for congratulating somebody. If he asked for it and he got it, then shit. Why am I gonna
No,
stop him from
nigga.
getting what he wanted?
Odd fella, nigga. Not y'all. Odd fella.
it's me. It's
Hold
me.
on. Hey, put my laptop on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I got tired of this shit breaking up. Now look, check this out. I'm not. You didn't hear me speak. I'm not. I don't give a fuck about the memes. I can care less. And you know why I could care less? I could care less about memes because the internet is gonna be the internet. The internet gonna internet. That's exactly what it's gonna do. I know I see a lot of brothers and I respect them for saying that we'll do that to our own brothers. No, we'll do that to everybody. You see white people get mean, you see niggas get mean, you see Mexicans, Asians, everybody get mean. Nobody gets a pass from the internet. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I got is I got the conscious brothers that make that contradict themselves on the shit they speak. That's the only issue I have with a lot of the memes that are being made. But for the memes, no, I'm gonna get these jokes out because if anybody know me, I'm goofy and I ain't posted one of these memes yet. I ain't seen one that just caught my attention and make me want to post it yet. But I'm gonna get these jokes out because I'm that type of person. I'm goofy like that. It don't nobody get a pass from me. Nobody. I can give a fuck. I'm strictly speaking on the fact that he even had the nuts to get in the ring with somebody that actually fought. How many niggas you know got nuts?
And not just that, Mac. He got a boxing background. Like he did amateur boxing as a kid in
Yeah,
Cleveland.
that's what I'm saying.
Him and his brother, and they did karate.
Yeah. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't even got the nuts to step in the ring with somebody that can fight. Period. Damn, you can't give nobody props for daring to be great, win, lose, or draw.
Nah, I can't give
I
him props
can.
because
I can.
I almost feel like even though this was celebrity shit, even though I low key this was some circus shit, low
It
key
was
he let
service.
down the race. Can I say that he let down the race, getting knocked out like that to this
How the no 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 no
from
no no
he and
no
he's a
no
Hey,
no
you want to know what's
hold on
crazy?
hold on hold on hold
A
on
girl that I know posted that he's the new White Hope.
hold on. No, the fuck he did not let down the race. Then nobody in the race put he's putting it on for the black. Nobody said that. This
Nah,
nigga wasn't
I
putting it
know,
on
yeah,
for
but
me.
low key
No,
niggas
keep my
think that. Low
motherfucking ass.
key niggas
I,
think
I
that, like,
told y'all
damn,
from the
dog.
jump. Hold on. What did I say from the jump? Act Reacher, 503, Odd Fella. I don't give a fuck about this goddamn pay-per-view because it's a bunch of bullshit. So ain't no way he gonna let me down, and I didn't even believe in this card in the begin with. I didn't believe
Facts.
I didn't begin,
I didn't order this shit. I was watching it. I was watching the stream on Money Brown's TV page.
I didn't watch
I
it.
just, I just,
I saw the highlight
yeah.
that 503 posted on Instagram while I was at
Nah,
a
That's
real
it's
fine.
crazy
That's fine.
because
But look
I
what's
was in
viral. Look
I
what's
was in
viral.
Monty I was in Monty's page only when the music parts was happening because I was pirating that. I wasn't pleased. I wasn't paying for that. I wasn't paying for that.
I'm just saying. I'm not. I don't know why y'all. How can bro boxing? It's boxing. I just think you act like this the first black person we seen lose to a white boy. Didn't we just see? Didn't we just see? 78's cousin lose to Joy Spencer. I act like this the first white boy that can
I
box.
was like, don't go there, don't go there. Like we disowned Dillian White, bro. Like if he
Yeah.
like
Hold on, Povetkin been knocking niggas out. That
this,
wasn't the first one.
this wasn't the same effect.
Povetkin
This
knocked out an
wasn't the same
American
effect,
fighter. He
bro.
knocked out Hassan Rahman, the daddy.
I know
Knocked
this shit.
him out.
This is a bullshit card. I know. You know what I mean?
So
It's
I'm
not.
gonna give him
It's
props for
not.
having look.
It, it's celebrity boxing, but at the same time, we're seeing the visuals. You know what I mean? And there is a perception. There is a perception with that. And Nate, that's why I can't salute Nate. You should have. He could have went out better than that, man. He came in there with nothing, with no ability to do anything to Jake Paul.
That's cool.
I can't. I'm not saluting that, bro. That's all I'm saying. You can go ahead and salute guys that come in underprepared. You know what I mean? And make excuses because of his physical build when he could have took more time to at least try to throw accurate punches, at least try not to crowd himself. You know what I mean? do something, at least show some type of boxing ability. But nah, you can go ahead and make excuses for your boy and say, yeah, I salute him because he stepped in the ring. You know what I mean?
Excuses. What excuse
A
did
million dollar athlete. You know what I mean?
what?
They ain't got nothing better to do.
Did anybody hear me make an excuse?
Who called out another $1 million type celebrity, you know what I mean, for a so-called paycheck. You say it's for charity, but we all know they're getting a little bit of change on the back end because this wouldn't be happening.
Yo,
I'm just,
somebody wrote Undertaker versus Snoop Dogg. I said, do you know Undertaker's reach?
I'm
Hey,
just, I'm,
Undertaker from Houston.
yeah.
Nah, they don't want to listen, man. Uncle Snoop needs to stay with saying his lane, man. I don't know why these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, think that they can box, bro.
I'm
You know what I'm
just telling
saying?
you right now, real talk. I didn't give this boy no excuse. I'm giving him props for
Would
getting
y'all watch that though?
no.
Undertaker versus Snoop Dogg.
Listen, I'm
Me
bro.
and
Bro, I'm not into the celebrity boxing, bro. I never have. You know what I'm saying? Been into that. Like it would have to be like some real street rappers or some shit like that. Like Chris Brown, the Soldier Boy.
Yeah, I wanted to see
That's why I
that.
drew the line with that. You feel me? I would have watched
Yeah,
that shit, but
yeah.
like Nate Robinson versus Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whoever he is, man. That shit, bro. It was favor for Paul. He was more experienced. You feel me? Even though Nate Robinson called him out, you know what I'm
But
saying? You was playing right into homie hand. You playing right into
I
Paul's
wish Nate would
hands.
have worked better though 503 up until a point to where even if he would have lost or it could have been like a stoppage type loss, not going down flat on his face on some Pacquiao and Marquez shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like Jake Paul said, bro. He dribbled the nigga head off the canvas, my nigga. That's what he did. You feel me? That's what he did, bro. I respect motherfucking me, Jake Paul, because out of all these YouTubers that get on here talking shit, that gangster shit, he really bought that shit with them hands, and he a white boy, and he back up everything he say. Motherfucker put the work in. He trained. He fought KSI. You know what I'm saying? Twice. You feel me? So
Nah,
I
that was his
mean,
brother. That was his brother.
oh, that was his brother.
Yeah, that was the
See,
older
I
one
be
that fought
getting
KSI.
niggas.
But he
I be
won a
getting
fight.
niggas.
He won a fight KSI. He won a fight KSI though.
Oh, that was Logan who did that.
Yeah, that was Logan that fought him. Yeah.
But Jake fought on the undercard though.
Yeah, Jake fought. Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
who did he fight. I forgot I was a good right hand though.
The nigga knocked out somebody on the undercard.
Yeah, he did.
When I
Nah,
was in
you
Miami,
right. You right.
Yeah, I remember that fight. That's that fight that Andrade fought and everybody had left. He fought on the apple card. You know what I'm saying?
Andrade was closing the show, nigga. He was the show closer.
Yeah, he fought on the apple card. Everybody had left already. But listen, man, I gotta agree with both my brothers in the six. I agree with Stay Ready. On the point was you gotta respect Nate for getting in the ring, trying to be great. But in the end, like all fellas say, you got what you was asking for, nigga. Stay in your lane, homie. You had a good thing going on. When you was when they put you on your little YouTube channel, you was going around, you was interviewing the rappers and going to their cribs, and they was showing off their cars and their houses and shit like that, like your own version of cribs type shit. You know what I'm saying? You had some good years in the NBA. I'm pretty sure your finances is in order. You had no reason calling out this Power Boy, man. You should have left him the fuck alone. You should have let a rapper fight him or something like a South Walker or somebody like that fight him. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that can actually throw them hands. They got a boxing background. You should let somebody that was a little bit more nicer with the hands fight him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, all you athletes and basketball players and football players, stick to y'all craft, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let these fighters, these dudes that come from fighting backgrounds, from boxing backgrounds, stick to motherfucking me boxing. I love boxing with all my heart, my nigga. I train boxing, I do boxing, but I'm not finna get in the ring and actually box a nigga and embarrass myself. And I know this nigga is didn't have fights before, bro. I'm playing to this man's hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was gonna fight Jake Paul, you should have at least had a couple of fights before you did that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You should have got your experience up so you can know what you was getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? You just went all money in, and that Power Boy cashed you out. You feel me? That's just what happened. And you know what I'm saying? You stick to what you know, fam. Stick to what you know. You know? And it is what it is with that shit. You feel me? I mean, shit. Yeah, to me, like, go ahead, bro.
I agree to an extent because, like I said, this ain't that was an exhibition, so things happen. It wasn't like it was an actual professional fight. It was just an exhibition, so I can't. Like I said, I can't knock it.
Hey, Mac, can I say it right now? It was supposed to be a friendly exhibition. No, I'm joking. What you say, Rocky for?
Oh, man, we had a bro. I swear to God, I was watching the fight last night, and I swear y'all think it was a Rocky choreograph. There's no defense for 6 rounds. No defense. I'm talking about everybody headshot. I'm looking at it like, damn, you can hit that hard in the face and ain't dropped yet. Face turning, getting hit. I'm looking at this like, what this look like a Rocky movie. The whole time I'm watching this fight last night.
It's like right before he could clinch it. Jake, that's how you could tell like he boxed before. He knew to catch him. Like as he was coming in, he timed him. And it kind of like came a little looping, but he caught Nate.
Yeah, because he caught him in the back of the head.
Yeah. It was in the ear. It was on the ear. And then like his whole head kind of turned.
I'm not gonna say great night of boxing, y'all.
Nate ain't even go to the post fight press conference, man. Damn, man. But shit. Let's get to the last part, man. Before I close, let's get to Mike and Roy, man.
I'm going on mute.
Did you see the highlights though, Matt?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't even want to look at them.
There wasn't no highlights, bro. Let's be real. What fucking highlights? No lights.
Go ahead.
I'd rather talk about the 6'9" Tank Davis shit. But I'm gonna go on mute.
For real.
Go ahead.
I mean, there's nothing really much to say about the fight. It was a terrible fight to watch. You know what I mean? In all entirety.
It looked painful.
It was just a bunch of clinching, one or two punches and then clinch and repeat. You know what I mean? It was terrible. You know what I mean? But the only thing that saved that it was the commentating from Snoop and the rest of them. You know what I mean? Particularly from Snoop. But the fight itself, like, who cares if it was it? I don't even see why people care if it was saying Tyson got robbed and whatnot. It was a terrible fight. I mean, it was a draw. If they made it a draw, there's no implications if Tyson or Roy Jones won anyway. So who gives? You know what I mean? Who gives a damn? You know what I mean? It's,
You know who the judges was? It was Chad Dawson, Vinny Pazienza, and what's her name, Christy
Christy,
Martin.
yeah, Christy Martin. I mean, it was like some all-star fun shit. You know what I mean? Like you got the two old legends up in there. You know what I mean? They put in some work, sloppy work, albeit there was no real clean punches. I was real disappointed. Like Tyson wasn't throwing no jabs at all. You know what I mean? He was just trying to walk in there and 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 just throw punches
Yo,
and
you
then
was
rest.
right about one thing, Stills. He did look in better shape than Rory. Remember how we was talking maybe like a few months back, and then you was telling me about the weed that he's smoking. Well, that bionic weed looked like it worked for him because he wasn't breathing as hard as fucking
Nah,
Roy
I
was.
mean he still was breathing. He was still blowing pretty hard, but to me, it wasn't so much the stamina. It was just the absence of the absence of the jab was big. You know what I mean? He was just walking in there and one two and clinching. It was an absolutely terrible fight to watch, which is why I can even care to score it, and why I don't even care that Tyson didn't get the victory, which a lot of people say that he deserves it, but I don't see how. You know what I mean? It was one of those fights where you could say both of them lost. You know what I mean? So, um, but at the end of the day, it was a great production. You know what I mean? But the fight itself, whatever.
503.
Yeah, I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what was gonna happen. It was
Roy
it,
thought he was cut. You see when Roy went to the corner, and Roy thought he was cut.
yeah, man. It was just two old niggas in that past their prime, bro. This shit, it was a whole fest. Like Gilly the kid said, motherfuckers went to the prom last night, man. Holding and hugging each other. Not a lot of punches being thrown. They say Tyson outlanded Roy Jones or whatever the fuck. I don't really know, man. But for all you niggas that really thought Mike Tyson was gonna knock out Roy Jones and all this and all that, and
I told him
like, come on,
503.
bro.
I told him.
Like you
He
niggas
was
was
still dancing.
still dancing. You know what I'm saying? Still dancing. Like I say, he was moving and
Motherfucker
grooving.
got my fault, excuse me.
Nah, go ahead, bro.
But I'm just saying it's crazy because everybody told me that. They was like, yo, Roy gonna get knocked out. This is that and the third. And he was moving. The dude is the grandfather. The dude was moving and boxing. It was crazy. He to me, if anything, it was like a draw to me because it seemed like in the beginning Tyson was landing vicious body shots and attack, and then Roy once he started getting more comfortable, I don't know what was up with Roy. He went to the corner. He was like, "I'm cut, I'm cut." It was like Roy isn't cut. I don't understand why he thinks because it was a headbutt, but he's not cut.
Mm.
Yeah, Roy was bugging out for a second. He was having flashbacks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you feel me? He was in
So
his
he had,
mambo mentality. You know
so
what I'm
he had
saying?
flashback.
What happened, man?
He had that Joe Calvacchi flashback.
Yeah, he had that. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
because
Um,
he was like, I'm cut, I'm cut. But go ahead, 503. Go ahead.
man. Nah, I'm gonna say this, man. I didn't really watch it, bro. Like watch it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really paying attention to it, but I did know that these guys really wasn't fighting to me. It was just like an exhibition. It was couple punches through, I think Mike he landed like 60 punches. Roy might have landed like 20 something or some shit, some low number shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you was a real boxing fan, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again, bro. Last night should explain to you why me and my brothers go so hard for niggas fighting in their prime, man. For the shit you saw last night, bro. I don't want to
Yeah.
see. I don't want to see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fighting when they 50 years old. I don't want to see Wilder and AJ fighting when they 50, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Do this shit right here, right now in their prime, bro, and get the fans what they want to see, bro. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, they could have fought. They could have fought in the early 2000s or in the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? When they was both still at heavyweight. When Roy Jones beat old boy for the heavyweight title, they should have fought then.
John
You know what I'm
Ruiz.
saying? John Ruiz, yeah. They should have fought then, bro. I think it would have been more competitive and more highly skilled back in those days. You know what I'm saying? In the early 2000s versus 2020. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 20, 15 years later, bro. I would have rather them did it in their 40s than their 50s. You know what I'm saying? Or at least late 30s. But I think for the most part, I think people was excited about the hype and the fight. The fight was just lackluster. But I mean, what did you expect? You know what I'm saying? What did you thought? Y'all actually thought Roy was finna get knocked out by this guy? No, sir. Stupid fools. It wasn't gonna happen like that. Nah, man. I just think
Our fella said the bionic weed was gonna do
well, the bionic weed didn't work.
I'm not a believer in the strand no more.
What is bionic weed? What the fuck is that?
Tyson got his own strand of weed. It's like that. It's like that Bruce Banner shit, man. It gives you that extra 33% stamina.
Oh, okay. And he was smoking. He was smoking during this whole training camp, right?
Yep.
it. They was promoting some weed.
Cause I seen Snoop Dogg on the highlights just now on Instagram. That nigga was smoking while he was performing.
That's why I said what I said in the beginning of my show. I said they was smoking in the event like it was the
Yeah. Apparently
'70s.
Tyson was smoking in the change room.
Word, damn. Okay.
Yeah. It was sponsored by Weed Maps, an app y'all should get. Any good cannabis connoisseur should get. You know what I mean? Let you know where your latest or your nearest dispensaries are and what the nearest deals and menus are and whatnot. So yeah, it was quite interesting to see a boxing event sponsored by Weed Maps.
Mm. Well, down here in Texas, we still old school. We don't got weed maps. You know what I'm saying? So salute to all them good weed companies and dispensaries. Hopefully within the next couple years we get it though. We gonna fuck the game up when we get it too. Everything bigger and better in Texas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's all I got on it though, man. Salute to Mike Tyson, Roy Jones for entertaining all the casual fans. I seen a lot of people watching this shit that I never knew liked the boxing last night. So salute to that. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got on it, bro.
Who was this McCormick kid that Jack Bottle Jack fought? He beating the hell out of him.
Some Blake McEachern, something like that. You know what I mean? That dude was tough. See, that's why I can't give no props to Danny Dubois. You know what I mean? Quitting the way he did. When this guy, he had some type of hematoma on the side of his head, close to his eye, and he took that beating for the full fight, and
Man,
didn't once look like he wanted to quit. You know what I mean?
go watch
Yeah,
this. Go
yeah,
watch
he
that.
was the dog, yo. He took a beating.
Go watch
So,
that after Gary
salute
said
to
fight
him.
that music fight, and then go look at that night and tell me, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, he didn't quit. They called a fight on him. He was still fighting. That boy had a cassava melon on his forehead.
Crazy.
I'm just saying, that boy, he had a whole softball above his right eye, and was still out there fighting like wasn't nothing there. Mm. But hey, I'm just, I'm.
Okay. So, Stills. Uh, um. Oh, now I asked you about Tyson, right? And Mac, you said you didn't watch it, right?
Yeah, I didn't watch. I didn't watch.
Yeah. I thought it was okay. I mean, it was alright fight. I just knew that Tyson wasn't gonna be able to knock Rory out. Everybody kept saying that. That was my whole thing too. But the event was what it was. I just felt bad for them after. It looked like mad hard at 50 to be boxing. You know, I look at it now because I'm young and shit, but I was looking like, dang, that it looked really hard at 50 if you ain't taking care of yourself. I would like to see if Floyd could do that now when he turned 50. You know what I mean? How it would look. But I'm not gonna front. Salute to Roy and Mike. I guess hopefully they raise money for whatever charities. I know they put money in their pockets too. It was a good event, but I think that they should. I don't know. They gotta do something else with it. Something about it is missing to me. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's all I really wanted to build on. I think we covered everything. Um, Mac, give me your last, bro.
Man, appreciate you sending me that link, man. I would have jumped on late.
You going on?
Yeah, I'm going late. I might go on in a little bit. I think go get the stuff out and cook. I'm gonna cook tonight, but I ain't spending my cooking last. I don't do the first time. First time we cooking something around, but I will go live before. Just chop up games, speak on this fight coming up, talk about the undercards and things like that. So if y'all available, y'all come through.
Alright.
And it's your boy Mac, Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready for Stay Ready, man.
503.
Hey man, much love to my brother, man. Act Richard Jab Jamboree, man, doing your damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be sure to subscribe to my brother. Jab Jamboree, man. The R fella on YouTube as well, man. They been dropping some dope content on the weekends, man. I'll be back live tomorrow, man. Live at 5 Marathon Mondays, Houston Hard Hitter TV. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let my brothers have it for the weekend. Um, I'm gonna say it like this, man. If you want to watch some real boxing, some championship type boxing, where motherfuckers is actually trying to go for the gusto, watch Earl Spence Jr. and Danny Jacobs next week. I guarantee you'll get your money's worth out of that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all tune in, man. We're gonna be talking about all of the fights. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the ugly, man. A lot of good fights coming up in December, man. AJ, Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson. Um, so yeah, man. Be on the lookout for that. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, say man. It's your boy 5039, man. Houston Hard Hitter TV in the place to be with my boy Jab Jamboree. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, smash the like button, tell a friend to tap in. It's H time for real, man, and we gone, man. Much love to my brother, man. Judge Galvatron, and we out, man. Peace.
Yeah, Stills, close us out, man.
Indeed, indeed. Salute Judge Galvatron, aka Act Reacher, for shooting that link. You know what I mean? Always love joining the courtroom and whatnot. Salute to the whole chat that passed through. Make sure you smash the like button on your way out. Um, just a quick reminder, next Sunday, you know what I mean? 6 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Central time. The official weigh-in will be going down on my channel, the Odd Fella, on the War Report show. Um, we will be doing the digital face-off between Moni the God out of St. Louis against Killer King Furious from Hamilton, Ontario. You know what I mean? Official weigh-in, that's next Sunday, December 6th, happening 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock Central, and the official rap battle will be going on the following Saturday, December 12th. So once again, the weigh-in is next Sunday, December 6th, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. With that being said, it's your favorite, yet your most hated odd fella. Salute to the whole LDBC. Salute to Mark Wendelich. I see you, and I'm Gizon.
My brother Mark Wonderless, Utah in the house. Act, my brother came through, touched that like button. He said Danny Garcia, not Danny Jacobs. He correct. He said Mac 503. He said our fella, my brother. Salute, Mark Wonderless. Better late than never. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that came through in the chat. And my fault, I seen Drew came through in the chat. My fault, Drew. And I missed your comment. D-Lo 404, salute, bro. I just seen you just come through. Salute to everybody that came through. Salute to all my brothers on the panel. This was a quick one. My fault, I didn't get to do my Saturday one, but you know what I mean. It's your boy Ack Reach. I never steer you wrong, and I'm out.